Why a submissive woman actually controls the man? Most people believe power looks like one thing: loud, strong, and in control. We think the person who speaks first has power. We think the person who decides has power. We think the leader is the one who tells others what to do. This makes sense. It sounds right. Most people agree with this. A submissive woman, they say, has no power. She just follows, she waits, she is passive. The man decides, the man leads, the man is in control. But watch the man. He wakes up in the morning, he thinks about her. He works all day, he thinks about her. He makes decisions, he thinks, will she be happy? He changes his behavior because of her. Who is really in control? And here, let me teach you a word. The word is submissive. Submissive means you follow others, you agree, you do not fight. A submissive person seems weak, but does seeming weak always mean being weak? Here is another word: influence. Influence means the power to change how someone thinks or acts without forcing them. You do not push, you do not demand, but the other person changes because of you. Is that not a kind of power? Now, one more word, which is passive. Passive means you do not act, you wait, you receive. But here is the question: can waiting be a strategy? Can silence be a form of control? And the final word is surrender. Surrender means you stop fighting, you gave up control. But what happens when you surrender to someone? They start to feel responsible for you, they start to protect you, they start to think about you all the time. Who surrendered and who is now controlled? Think about this. The man believes he leads. The man believes he decides. The man believes he is free. But he calls her first. He asks her opinion. He changes his plans for her. She did not ask him to do this. She did not demand. She did not fight. She simply existed quietly and fully. And he reorganized his life around her. There is not weakness. There is something else entirely. Maybe the real question is not about men and women at all. Maybe the question is this: what do we really mean when we say control? We think control means forcing, we think control means commanding. But maybe the deepest control is invisible. Maybe the person who needs nothing controls everything. Think about the people in your life. What do you think about most? The person who demands your attention, or the person who never asks for it, but somehow always has your attention? Maybe you don't want to be the loudest person in the room. Maybe you want to be the one people can't stop thinking about. Submissive is not weak. Submissive looks like weakness, but it is different. Control is not always loud. Sometimes control is a look, a silence, a calm presence that fills the room without saying a word. The philosopher Lu Tzu said something like this long ago. He said, water is soft, but water shapes stone. Water does not fight the stone. Water does not demand. Water is passive. But over time, the stone changes. The water does not. This idea lives inside relationships, but it also lives inside language. When you learn English, you often feel weak. You make mistakes. You speak slowly. You feel like the person with less power in the conversation. But here is what I want you to see: the person who listens more learns more. The person who is not afraid of being quiet thinks more deeply. The person who does not rush speaks more clearly. Submission to the language is how you finally master it. You do not fight English. You let it move through you, and slowly, quietly, it becomes yours. Real power does not announce itself, it simply changes everything around it.